Good morning, students. This is Rashmi Singh with the continuation of Chapter 2, Population Dynamics, third part, under which sex ratio. Sex ratio means the ratio between the males and females in the total population. It is defined as the number of females per thousand males. According to 2011 census, the sex ratio in India is approximately 943 females per thousand males. So here the females are less. Can you calculate how much they are less than the males? Please do it. Generally, in developed countries such as in North America and Europe, the sex ratio is in favor of females. This means that in these countries, the number of females is more than that of males. It is just opposite in the developing nations. On the other hand, in developing countries, particularly those of Asia, the sex ratio is unfavorable. That is, the male outnumber the female. Outnumber means here the males are more than the females. Rural-urban divide. Rural population comprises the people living in villages, while the people living in cities constitute the urban population. So, people lives in village, they are called as rural population, and people live in cities or towns, they are called as urban population. Today, around 54% of the world population is urban. Urban means living in the cities and towns, while the 46% is rural. Only 46% of population lives in rural areas. Developed countries have a higher percentage of urban population, while in developing countries like India, the percentage of people living in villages is higher. That is why we say that India lies in villages, or India lives in villages, or India is a country of villages. Literacy level. Literacy level means people, how much they are educated. The educated group of people. The economic development of a region depends on the literacy level of the population. Literacy means the ability to read and write with certain understanding. Generally, literacy levels are high in developed countries and low in underdeveloped ones. So, as India is a developing country, and you might be knowing that how so many schemes has been provided by the government so that people could get education. Population pyramid. A population pyramid is also called as age-sex pyramid. It shows the distribution of males and females of different age groups in a particular country. In a population pyramid, the total population is divided into different age groups. That dependent group from children 0 to 14, and from 15 to 60, and 60 above, 3 groups. And again they are further divided into many. The percentage of the total population in each of those groups is subdivided into males and females. The figures are then plotted graphically. The shape of the population pyramid indicates the condition of the population of that country. It tells us about the number of dependent in the country. Dependent population, you might remember in the previous video I had explained that, such as the children and the elderly and the number of economically active people. It also reflects the birth rates and death rates of the population. The population pyramid of a country with a broad base showing high birth rate. A pyramid with less broad base shows that birth rate is low. A pyramid which is narrow and tapering at top shows high death rate, and one which is not narrow shows low death rate. Look at the following population pyramid of Kenya. It tapers at the top. Here this shows 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14. Here the bars are very long. This shows that the number of children or the birth rate is more. And as we go higher in the age group, we find the bars becoming very short, very small. This shows that the death rate is low. The following pyramid of Japan shows low birth rate, low death rate, and a broad center, which shows that majority of population is in the middle age group and economically active. Male and female population is nearly equally distributed. So here the graph of Japan is shown. So here the middle aged people means from 14 to 60. Here the graph is or the bars are very long. This shows the earning people are more than the dependent people. In India, the birth rate is high, thus pyramid is broad at the base. However, it is narrow at the top, reflecting high death rate. So here if we see, the long graph bars are at the bottom. So in the country, birth rate is very, very high. And the number of dependent is also more over this group. But at the top we find, as we move gradually towards elderly group, here we find the death rate is also very high. Now children, you need to learn this glossary. Then please do the question answers which is given at the back of the chapter and complete it in your fair notebook. Thank you children and have a nice day.